Well, here we are. It's good morning. It's good morning from Johnny Boy. I haven't shaved this morning, but welcome to Saturday morning live with Johnny Boy, talking all good things landscaping. And we got to say, supported by ITS, those lovely tool guys. Thanks, Johnny. We've got one live here, which is absolutely fine, but I'm going to go with it this morning as per usual. Hey, what a blinking horrible, wet, miserable day we're having at the moment out there. It's absolutely awful. We've got a lot more of this to come. As you know, in the landscaping industry across the country, we deal with that on a day-to-day basis. But what we do, we get on with it, we get through with it, and we hit the daily grind, and we hit the ground running. We always do. It's admirable what you landscapers are doing out there on in the landscaping world. It's just amazing that you're actually carrying on and making provisions to make sure that your work isn't compromised as a result of this inclement weather condition, even through the winter. Anyway, welcome to Saturday Morning Live. It's good to have you on here. Just going to take this top off because I'm absolutely boiling. Just to let you know, Rob Fryer, good morning, Rob. Rob, your blade is here. Your address is written down there. And I'll be honest, Rob, I haven't quite sent it yet because, like yourself, I've been busy, and you know that, and I know you respect that. I was just going to get some more envelopes now this morning to send it out in the bubble wrap, but I didn't get around to it. Good morning, Andrew. How you doing, Andrew Ashford? Tracy, hiya Trace, how's it going? How's things going over there, and how's your patio? And I remember you're over Lincolnshire way, over that part of the country. Paul Collins, good morning, Paul Collins. Steve Burrows still looking dapper, even without shaving, Johnny Boy. Do you know, I love that. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. I've got my glasses on here. Steve Burrows, thanks very much. It's great. It's great when somebody pays you a compliment, isn't it? Justin, my mate there from Brickbright. Rob Fryer. Rob, we will get out to you. No, it's no problem at all. Justin, good morning, sir. How are you? I feel absolutely awful that we haven't spoke to you for a while, mate. I'm absolutely gutted. And I never forget the times that you've helped me out, so won't forget it. For you guys, Justin on here, Brickbright, he runs a YouTube channel. He's a lovely guy. He's got a lovely team, and he's a great guy. Lent me his compactor plate, and he's also come out to the job and always been a friend to me and brought donuts and cups of tea as well. Darren V, good morning. How are you? Andrew Ashford, wet here in Portishead this morning. Andrew, would you fancy a meet-up sometime? Be great to get some of the local guys together. Philip Jones is on here. Good morning. Kirby Cuttons, Callum Kirby. Callum, welcome to the live feed, Saturday Morning Live. Callum, what you'll find about this Saturday morning live feed, there we are, from Rob Fry. That's how we build in a community. Callum, what you'll find is that we've got a whole new audience on this YouTube channel. It's only a small one. I mean the channel. And so basically, we've got this small community, small following. These videos go out. This video will go out later on. And just to let you know, I do actually monetize these videos, but just to let you know, the return I'm getting is probably about 20 pence, if that. You've got to do a lot of videos. Rob Beatty, he says, good morning, Gardner Gardens in Leeds, my team. Hey, it's great when people come on and say who they are. Come on, look at Brickbright Justin, how he's got his logo there, brilliant logo. Brickbright says what it is. Steve Burrows says, morning all here from Wet. I can't even see it. Let me get my glasses on. I still can't see it. Hey, seriously, wouldn't it be nice if we could get this on a really big screen? But the trouble is, as per usual, excuse me, just had a bacon sandwich. I didn't mean to do that. I feel really embarrassed now. The thing is, Steve Burrows from Wales. Steve, thank you, mate. I couldn't quite see him with my glasses. I didn't know you supported Leeds. Yeah, I've been a Leeds fan. If we're going off the subject at the moment, I've been a Leeds fan since 1970. I was 5 years of age, watching Leeds play Chelsea in the FA Cup final. It went to a replay. David Webb scored. And then I think a couple of years later, we played Arsenal. Leeds played Arsenal in that. And Mick Jones, I think, scored on there. Make what you can, Johnny. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Isn't it funny out there when people do well and giving something back to the community. I've got to be seen as being impartial. And yes, there are companies that support me, but in order to support me, I give my time and they help me out. They do help me out. And but I'm always prepared to share it. Just like the ruby blades down there, Rob Fryer and Curran, it is on there. What I've actually done, just to let you know, I'm not like Alison, she's organised. There we are. There's the details on there, written on that pad. And I've brought a new book. So anything now that we put on here, any addresses gets put straight in here. Tottenham all the way. Still, the great final, Ricky Villa and Ozzy Ardiles all those years ago. Steve Perriman, I remember it. And we put it in this black book so we can just keep a record of where we go in. Rob Beattie says, I'm a little younger, started supporting late 90s and grew up near the ground. Do you know, I'll tell you what now, Rob, mate, I'd like to get up there sometime and watch the Leeds and come up with my brother. He's a Leeds fan as well. So we're talking football. It's great that we've got this community and we're building, but we're probably putting other people off the channel at the moment. Just to let you know, you will be getting your blades. We've still got some more blades to give away. But the beauty of it is at the moment, I don't know if you've seen my post this morning. I don't know if you see me this morning, Cardiff City for me, Bluebird. Here we go, bit of banter going on there. Hey, Leeds, absolutely bogey team, Cardiff City. I've been down there and watched Leeds get beat 4-1. Dreadful. Well, there you go. So we've got the blades to give away, okay? There's some more blades to give away. It's not over yet. We're going to give the blades. But the beauty of it is that, as you know, I run a landscaping forum, but I really feel that where the audience is at the moment is certainly on YouTube. People go on there. Good morning, Henry Flint. How you doing? There's Henry there from Elite Stone Tool Supplies. I tell you what, his blades take some beating. If Henry would like to actually share... Darren there, Man United for me. There we go. Best FA Cup final ever was Man United versus Arsenal. I think 79 wasn't it, or 77. Gordon McQueen and Sammy McElroy and Alan Sunderland, Graham Ricks, all that era. Fantastic cup final. But anyway, we got the blades to give away, but we've been able about Newport County. Yeah. We've been able, Ruby, Paul Carter at Ruby, we had him on here about a couple of months ago actually, and they want to give away their new DC Expert 1550, cut up to 1 meter 550 millimeters long. Give the video a like. There we are, Andrew Ashford. Yeah, absolutely. We've got 1 like on here at the moment. It'd be good to get a few more likes, and like we did the other week. And I think nobody knows. There's another like now. I think we're trying to still discover how we get the likes on here. Justin from Brickwright says, Henry, I owe you money. You moved a house last time. Try paying or if I ring tomorrow. Yeah, no, I can see that's great that Justin's doing that. It's about trust, building communities, integrity, and that's what Justin is all about at Brickwright. If you are a consumer in the Cardiff, South Wales area, give Justin a ring, or myself, Green Top Landscapes and Design, of course. Morning, Johnny Boy. Any advice for laying out 3 slab mix, 900 by 600, 600 by 600, 6x1, Sligo Rovers all the way by the way, Sligo Rovers. We'll have a look at that. We'll look them up. We'll probably look them up in a minute. Rob Fryer on here. Hey guys, if you can find out how to give a like, it'd be absolutely great. Well, basically, what you've got to actually be doing, my friend Neil, there is I would dry lay a few out and just avoid a cross joint because those cross joints. If you share a picture, it's going to get slated. It's not a British standard, but people don't like them. It's not good at all. So dry lay a few out, have a look, and then you could just pull a few around until you get the pattern you desire. It's no good me trying to say, just number 1 rule, just avoid those cross joints because they're just not liked at all. And the cross joint is where all 4 corners meet. It may be the case that your customer doesn't even know about the cross joint, but try and get them and have a look at your proportion of paving that you've actually got from 2x1s to 3x2s to 1x1s, whatever the size they are. But dry lay a few out. It's the best way forward. Let's just read what other people says there. Philip Jones, Philip Jones says, Johnny, I asked a while ago on your comments if you could recommend a wet look sealer for my slabs. You never answered. They look great wet, but not spectacularly dry. Well, do you know, Phil, I was actually talking to Ryan Booth. That the guy from Elements Shield, we worked for Ryan a little while ago. He is going to be hopefully on this live stream this morning. If he's watching, he's going to be calling on the number that I actually gave him, which is 07795 664 002. Ryan has got that. He's going to be calling this morning, and maybe he can give you the answer. I spoke to Ryan about the wet look and the dry look, and they can do it. But they need to develop it, and he didn't feel that doing the wet look. There was something technical about it. I can't remember exactly why, but we got Ryan calling in this morning at 1:45, and then we have got another guest caller this morning. If you want to be a guest caller on the Saturday morning live, just let me know. Drop me a message. I'd be love to speak to you. Hopefully next week we're going to be having the one and only John Ward on here, and John's agreed to come on there. I had a chat to John yesterday, and what an absolute gentleman, brilliant guy. Fantastic to talk to. I mean, his knowledge is absolutely second to none, but he's just a gentleman as well. Just an absolute gentleman. I don't know if any of you guys, I studied garden design. I learned about Frederick Law Olmsted, and there's a guy, Frederick Law Olmsted, designed Central Park, and he designed the Green Necklace in Boston, and which is a group of parks going around there, and he wrote a book called The Learned Gentleman. I would akin John Ward to Frederick Law Olmsted because they said that he was a gentleman. So John Ward, you are my new Frederick Law Olmsted at the moment. So we've got a few more likes on here. If Henry would like to give a like, we've got 26 live viewers at the moment. With Debbie McGee is in the house. Just to let you know, Debbie McGee is in the house. I'm going to give her this empty cup, and maybe because I cooked her a bacon sandwich. We're going to talk about bacon sandwiches in a minute and what you guys eat. Maybe I'll have a nice cover. Thank you, Debbie McGee. What, the light on? Oh, sure, on your computer. Debbie, excuse me, we got loads of comments this morning. We got 11 likes. While I turn away and pass Alison's computer over, I want to see some more likes on here. I'm not quite sure how you do it, but maybe we need to find out how this is done so I can explain to you. 11 likes at the moment. We're going to pass over the computer. It's a full house in here today. It was great, I had a great morning. Went out with my wife this morning with Debbie McGee. I'm married to Debbie McGee. She's just magic. It's as simple as that. Not a lot of people's going to like that, but there you are. So we've been out this morning with George and my daughter, my Charlotte, my daughter, and my son was in bed because he's had a busy week, but it was great to be out with the girls. George was back from Dubai at the moment, so it was great to see her and spend a bit of time, quality time with the girls, watching them choose all their deodorants and makeup and all that sort of stuff, and pushing a trolley around Tesco's. It was really enjoyable. Well, I want to get back to the live stream. No, seriously. Hopefully, we're going to be having Ryan Boots is going to be calling in probably in about 5 minutes. Ryan, if you're watching now this morning, mate, give us a call now. It'd be great to actually have you on here. But we have got a guest caller calling at about 11 o'clock, I believe. So here we are. I want to read what people say, and I'll go back and have a look. When are you doing the video with Ryan on how to apply the elements? Well, Trace, I was down there yesterday. Ryan and his unit, he's got this, a big unit. They've got little, little rooms to actually do these demonstrations. So I'm going to get Ryan, and we spoke about this and how to apply it. But very, very easy to apply using a water-based breathable sealer. But you've got to remember, okay, you can put another coat on top more or less within an hour, but then you ain't gonna be able to seal it again because it's a water-based sealer, so it repels the water. And it may sound obvious to some people, but it's not so obvious to other people. There we are, 16 likes, 36 live viewers at present. That's not a record, but that is brilliant. That's brilliant because we're gaining traction. I was off it for a while, but I was gaining traction. So going back to what Tracy said about applying water-based sealers, very simple to apply. You want it reasonably dry, but if it is a little bit damp, I believe it doesn't matter so much. We're going to get Ryan on here. Come on, Ryan, where are you? We're going to get Ryan on here, and hopefully Ryan will be talking about it. I've agreed to go and see Ryan this week, and we're going to go in there. We're going to talk about it. If you've got any questions that you want to ask him now, or what we'll do something with Ryan when we're down there on social media. We'll probably get something on a live YouTube video. Maybe we'll do it on Instagram as well, just so we can get it out to everyone. Yes, I've hit the like button. Steve Burrows, absolutely fantastic. Wouldn't it be great if we can get to 20? Got to ask that. We've got to talk about things that is important, but it'd be good to have people on here. Infinity Landscapes and Groundworks. Morning, Johnny boy. Good morning, bud. How you doing? It's good to have you on here. We've got little Ginge. My little dog's just walked to the room. I'll just show you this now, because it's not all about landscaping. It's about the things that make us tick, the things that make us work. This is little Ginge. She's an absolute cracking little terrier. She's absolutely brilliant, and she's so affectionate. But I tell you now, she's one hell of a terrier. She really is. So we'll put her down there. It's free, and it really does help. Yeah, absolutely, Rob. And it's great to have you on here as a live viewer. So there are questions that I want to get back to and have a look at, and maybe if you want to repeat them, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Darren, come off live chat and hit the like button. Come off live chat and hit the like button. There we are. That's what you need to do by the looks of it. Thanks for that, Darren. Look at Rob Beatty. Chose the chat to see the like. Close the chat to see the like button. All right, okay, there we are. There's the advice. Still got 18 likes at the moment. It'd be good to get a few more likes on it. Wayne Craft, you need to get the stream liked and shared on social media. Yeah, wouldn't it be great? Wayne, thank you for that. Would it be great if you guys could start sharing this live stream now at present and watch the views going up? And do you realise how much it actually helps people sharing our knowledge, sharing what we're doing on a day-to-day basis? Day-to-day basis is, if you haven't got commitment, you won't start. And if you haven't got consistency, you won't finish. Let's get it shared. That was a brilliant video with Ryan. Yeah, it was. Darren, we need to do some more. Justin there from Brickwright. Johnny, Henry, whereas they're talking to each other. That's what it's all about. It's good to have the guys talking to each other. I love it. Look, water-based breathable sealers. I'll tell you now, I spoke to a supplier yesterday, a manufacturer of sealers. Not Ryan. And I was actually shocked about the little knowledge that the salespeople have in the companies that they're representing. 20 likes, brilliant. Do I mention that or do I not mention it? Let me just repeat what I actually said then and just read somebody else's comment there. Infinity Landscaping is liking the new lad, Ryan. He seems a good lad. Yeah, two Ryans. Yeah, brilliant. There she is. Debbie McGee's just arrived. One day you will see her in her Debbie McGee outfit. In a nice sort of way. There you are. Not that sort of way. There you are. Thank you, Debbie. So she's going on. So what I was trying to say was about the sealer. You've got to make sure that you put these sealers on correctly. But I was having a conversation with a manufacturer yesterday, one of the sales guys, and I was 21 likes. I was shocked about the little knowledge they actually had about the sealers they were actually selling. And I think that's akin across the country with everyone at the moment, because everybody, Steve Burrows, everybody at the moment it's all about sales, and that's what it's all about. It's not about customer service. It's not about knowledge. Johnny Powell, just seeing this now, doing my whole garden by myself. Need to lay porcelain pavers. Can you tell me a bit more of the screed you used in a previous video? Well, I use a lean mix, okay? If you lay a lean mix a little bit thicker, you don't need an MOT type 1. But if you're laying it like maybe 3 inches, you need a bit of MOT on there. Then a lean mix, which is all in, 15-1, sand, 15-1, all in is sand and chippings for those who call it, where they call it ballast across the country. They have a different name for it. And then I'll be honest, I lay a screed mix, okay? I don't always do a wet mix. I do sometimes, but I still reduce the amount of water. But by using a screed mix, you reduce the amount of water. So when your mortar dries and the water evaporates, you're not left with a hollow. That evaporation can cause a few problems. Rapid evaporation, that's when you get that delamination. I have the MOT in. Brilliant. I would put definitely a screed mix, a lean mix on top. And then once you've got the lean mix in, I was talking to John Ward about this the other day. Once you've got the lean mix in and it's all nice and flat, every level that you work with, you want to try and be precise as possible, because with porcelain, it's so unforgiving. It really is. It really is unforgiving. And where a lot of guys have problems is where they change direction and they may have a little bit of lipping. And you will get that when you have those big planks that we're using at the moment. But you just got to be a little bit clever, and you want it really flat, and it's got to be really gentle when you're turning that paving over. It's almost like those old curb layers years ago. I don't know if any of you guys will know, in civil engineering years ago, we used to lay those 10x5s. Sometimes they'd be on a radius. We put the curb brake, we put clear out, dig. We put the MOT down, compact it. Then we put the pans in, the steel pans, to concrete our curb brace, and then our curb brace then would be taking those big 10x5s and we'd lay them by hand. You see them now on a regular basis because of health and safety. They're laying them with those suction machines. Then we used to put the channel block in front, but what we used to do was to make a little L-shaped piece of wood up, put only a couple of screws in it, and then we'd run along the top of the screed to make sure that we could allow for the tap down. And we never, ever used a wet mix whatsoever with that. There he is. Infinity Landscapes. I'm in the next, Alison. Right, okay. Lee Andy, there we are. Good morning, mate. Hope all is well. I got to say, my heart goes out to Lee Andy. 22 likes, brilliant. I love Lee Andy. He's such a great guy. And not just, he helped me out. It's as simple as that. He was here. When I asked, he was here. A brilliant guy, and I really appreciate it. And it was good to see John Ward going over the other week in Aylesbury, going across and helping young Dan Woods out on a project, and he needed a little bit of help. I've been trying to get up to see him as well, and it's a little bit awkward at the moment because especially when we have days like that, we fall behind. But it was good to see John Ward going out to help Dan out in some way, and that's what it's about. And there's lots of reasons that Dan. Yeah, we need to chat after Lee, yes, for sure. It was just absolutely blown away by John Ward, a contractor who's been contracting for years, going across to help this young lad, this Dan Woods, who's just started out in the industry. We all need help. Justin did it with me. I'm not a young lad, but he was there for me. And that's what it's all about. There, I can't thank you enough. No, absolutely fantastic. Mr. Parker, cheers, Johnny, for clearing that massive fan. Watch all your videos. Well, just so you know, I'm a massive fan of all you guys and all the support that you give me, but we're here to help each other. It's about building a community. And as John Ward said, you know, it's about sharing knowledge. It is about sharing knowledge. This knowledge, and I've always said it myself, this knowledge that we have, it's not ours. We're only leasing it, and we're only renting it. But we need to pass it on because, believe you me, I think there's been a massive downturn in the industry in knowledge and learning. And that's why I'm working with a company at the moment to maybe them to support me to open a community hub and also a training facility. Wouldn't have had it with him if it wasn't for this live stream. Wouldn't have found him if it wasn't for this live stream. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's about. Top notch. Good morning, bud. How you doing? It's good to see you on here. I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, look, we talk about these things on a regular basis, but we need to keep revisiting it, right? Because we have these live streams just once a week. But as I said, we're trying to open a community hub, an education centre, an area where we can go in and we can have those educational talks. We can invite those people across and we can have those podcasts. And that's what I'm hoping to achieve. And when I achieve that, it's not about the money. It'll be about happiness. Rob Beastie, Rob Beastie. I do apologise. What am I like? Let's get these glasses on now. Let's have a read of what's going on there. Rob Beattie said, I took the leap of taking on my first employee in May, a fully qualified horticulturalist, and she's been great. Helped me to try and push and grow the business. Brilliant. That's the thing about the landscaping industry that we're actually in at the moment, is that there are so many elements and so many skills, so many disciplines to the industry that we're in, and we need to get on it. We need to learn. And you can see Rob Beattie is taking on an horticulturalist, and it's going to add massive value to his business, but he's put somebody with experience that is going to take his business to a new level, a professional, somebody who's got the knowledge, a skilled person that's going to get now. Rob, it'd be great to have your horticulturist to actually join us one week, maybe on a live stream, and we can talk plants. I'd love to see that. Tracy Annell said, I wouldn't have been able to start my patio without your help and advice, and keep the great work. Hey, Trace, honest, it's a pleasure and it's great talking to you. I'm always here. I'm always on hand. The only thing that I would say with a lot of people, I'll take a call anytime and I'll always give you my number. But it's getting to a point where it does have an effect on my business. I was only talking to somebody yesterday, and when you're working on other things, and when you're not concentrating on your work, you don't realize where the time goes. And social media can actually suck the life out of you. Somebody told me the other day that one of their colleagues had spent 22 hours flicking through TikTok, and it's just gone. So I don't mind talking to people. I don't mind helping people. That's absolutely no problem whatsoever. I don't mind helping anybody. But I think at some point is that there's this transitional thing where I probably make this my living, where I help people and get. What do you actually think of that? You know, maybe this does become my business, to sort of go out and help people and spend a day with people and give them my advice and try and be there, even if it's just on the shovel, or even if it's there to give them some moral support. Maybe that's the direction that I'm actually going. I don't know. What do you think? I want to know what you think, and I value your opinion. 40 live viewers, we've hit it. It's just gone off now to 38. Maybe it's the signal. Let's go back and read some of the comments on here now at the moment. Justin from Bricklight says, knowledge sharing is so critical in the industry. We can all improve and help each other. It's a no-brainer. Talk is good. It's improved me and my business and my skills. So Johnny, fully agree. I agree with you there, Justin. Absolutely 100%. Dave Amer, good morning. Thanks for all your advice and great help. Dave, my pleasure. Always here for you. We got Keith on here at the moment. I know where you're calling from, Keith. Hi, Johnny. Do you need to use a ling mix for 22mm Indian sandstone, or is it 100mm MOT and mortar bed good enough? 100mm MOT and mortar bed is good enough, Keith, but Boughton braces, I would put a lean mix in. But what we always do, and this is what I was talking about John Ward the other day, that when you put your lean mix in, you should be putting some SBR on the top, a waterproofer, so the lean mix doesn't suck any moisture out of your mortar. We spoke about this a few times. Michael Davis is on here. I pay you to make me grow. Infinity Landscapers. That's no problem at all. Let's have a look. Rob Beatty said, although it's been a difficult few weeks, had tools stolen. Tools stolen, and my van is currently broken. Trying to stay positive though. Rob, if you want to chat after this live stream, this is my number. This is for you, Rob Beatty. It's available. Rob, you can give me a ring on 07795 595 994. If you want to give me a call, let's have a chat. And maybe just talking may just help. Steve Burrows says, I bought Easy Grout last week. Haven't used it yet. Some advice would be nice. Steve, let's talk. I'd rather talk about it and go through it. When you're using that Easy Grout, it's a fantastic product. And it's almost like looking at that paving when you go on holiday to Cyprus or Greece, and you look at it and you think, my God, this paving's been down thousands of years. And that's what you're going to get with Easy Grout. It's a great product. It does work, okay? Yes, are there other good products out there? Yes, there is. But Easy Grout is a slurry grout. It's going to get down in amongst those joints. It's going to fill it up. But you've got to think about how you're going to clean it. Just use it as you go. It's so important. And clean as you go. That's so important. Pouring down with rain in Bournemouth. Darren, thanks very much for that, mate. I really appreciate you letting us know that. We want to know what you're doing across the country. Heads up, Robbie. Johnny, how long would you leave Easy Grout on? Oh, we got a caller. Here we go. First caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who have we got here now?
It's Ollie from Corker. How are you, Johnny?
Oh, Ollie. Ollie, just to let you know, we've got 40 live viewers on the Saturday morning podcast. It's going to go out later on. 24 likes. And you're on here. So tell our audience who you are, where you're from, and what you do, Ollie.
Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm just going to put my headphones in. Sorry, mate. 2 seconds. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ollie. I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, sorry, Johnny. Sorry, say that again, mate. What was you saying?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. So what we've got, we've got 41 live viewers on this Saturday morning podcast. Saturday morning live with Johnny Boy. We've got 26 likes. People are enjoying. They're in, and we got loads of comments coming in. And here you are. This is your first time on this podcast. Can you just tell our audience, they can hear you, who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Yes, no problem. First of all, good morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday morning. So I'm Ollie. We run a family business called Corker, based in Tunbridge Wells in Kent. We basically supply everything for your garden except plants. So anything from like type 1, sharp sand, building sand, right up to porcelain paving, sandstone, sleepers, gaving cages, anything. And the other thing we have, which is quite unique, is we have 15 show gardens, almost like a mini Chelsea, which have all our products on situ. So the customer can come down on a Saturday or through the week and basically just have a wander, see all the products laid out in different display gardens. So we have 15 gardens. And how that works is them gardens are normally either our top 15 customers or top 15 up and coming sort of trade guys that have used us for many years. So it's a really nice relationship we have with them. We don't charge them to be in the gardens. It's just we help them sort of grow their business, and then in return they help us grow their business by buying products. So it's a very nice relationship we have with everyone. But we also have a big database of about 4,000 trade customers. So it's not just, we're focused solely on the 15 gardens. We still do recommend others and treat everyone fairly.
Yeah. Let me just interject at this point. I just got to say to our viewers on here at the moment, and I'll just remind them who you are. I've got Ollie here from Corker's down in Tunbridge Wells, and I can honestly say this is little bit more than suppliers of landscaping products. What you've built down there is absolutely incredible, and I'll tell you now, it's coming over loud and clear in your videos, and your social media is second to none. And for those who are watching this morning, what Ollie and his parents and his brother and the team and everybody that works down there, these guys are approachable, and they've got these little gardens they set up. It's almost like going to a Chelsea show. It's incredible, Ollie. What you've done there is absolutely amazing.
I appreciate it, John. Yeah, and you're always reaching out and being so positive. It's lovely to see. And we are approachable people. We're just normal, down-to-earth people who love to see our ideas come to life. And we are definitely different. We're definitely different in the way we think. And
I watched the video with your dad when he was talking about how he started out doing sand and gravel supplies, all those. What year did he start out, Ol? What year was it?
So originally, my dad's sort of background was always construction, and he'd done that for about 25 years. And when the recession came, he had a lorry which was just on the side of that business that used to go into the construction site and clear all the timber and the shuttering that he used to do. And when that lorry wasn't getting used, we put a little ad in the paper, which is called The Focus, which is like a local sort of paper, free local paper. And it used to say, for small loads of aggregates, call this number. And basically when the phone rang, which was at home, my mum used to answer it. And when the phone rang, they used to just fly into the quarries, the local quarries, pick up some sharp sand or ballast and go and deliver it direct to the consumer. And basically that is how it started, is indoors in my conservatory. My mum was answering the phone, and every time now and then when the phone rang, my dad said it was like winning the lottery. And it's just grown and grown and grown.
Is that how he felt, Ol? Is that how he felt? It was like winning the lottery?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and like that, and just from getting them phone calls, my dad obviously see there was a gap in the market where we could build a name in a niche. So we used to be called Small Loads, and then 6 years ago, when me and my brother sort of started to focus a bit more on business and stopped going out and partying at the weekend. I'm only 29, and So we started knuckling down, and we basically rebranded the company because we outgrew that name. We no longer just done small loads of aggregates. We done paving, sleepers, and all other stuff. So we rebranded.
Can I just step in here at the moment, because it's so important that I just pick up on some of the things you say. I'm not being rude, but the company was before, it was called Small Loads, and your dad he'd have that call in the conservatory. Your mum would take the order, and then your dad would go and deliver the loads. What year was that? And the second question was, at what point did you and what's your brother's name now?
My brother's Harry.
Harry. At what point did you decide that you needed to get involved, and what was your motivation behind it? So, how long ago was it, and at what point did you decide that you wanted to be part of this, what is an absolutely fantastic business today?
Me and Harry grew up, went to school, the same school, and I haven't got any grades. I was a bit of a nuisance at school, and anyway, I always knew I wanted to go and work for my dad, because he always had his own business. I saw how hard he worked, and it was always something that I wanted to go and do. So when we left school, I went to work on a construction site. My dad getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, absolutely hated it, and that sort of gave us a kick up the arse. Basically, I think I don't want to be doing this, for the rest of my life. I don't want to be stuck on site, in muddy site, at 5 o'clock in the morning. So over the years, the small loads started to develop and grow, and we moved different yards, and we was involved. We were driving the lorries and working in the yard. And in probably 21, when we stopped going out every weekend and messing around, it was just time to say, right, we've got a business here that my dad's built, and it's time to sort of like put our focus into it. And we could see the potential into it when we used to go to the trade shows. And so yeah, we just got stuck into it. No business experience, and
what would you say? Well, sorry, Al, I'm enjoying this, and it's just like as if we were talking on site, we're having a bit of banter. I don't want you to run away with it too much, because people want me to ask you questions. What's been the hardest thing for you guys as a family with the business? What's been the difficult? Because there's no ifs or buts. You guys are a success. Your media stuff is absolutely incredible. If you want to get on what's your Instagram, Al? What is it?
Our Instagram is Corker UK, Corker UK. So yeah, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're on them.
Yeah, and just so, what was the hardest part as a family business? Because you've retained your client base, haven't you? You hold, people love what you do. You got a little WhatsApp group where people post things that they want, and you've got quite a few people on there, haven't you, on the WhatsApp group? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we have. And like when we came onto the business and we started focusing obviously a bit more, the business had been built on word of mouth, and that is just providing a very good service, and service with a smile, and being interested in people we're actually doing. But I would say the hardest thing is obviously growing the business itself at each stage, because we didn't have any experience. It's learning every challenge as you go, and I don't find that hard. I find that exciting, and I love that sort of stuff. But
yeah, you're adapting on the way, aren't you? Yeah, you're adapting, you're adjusting to make those amendments as you go, aren't you?
Exactly, and I would say moving yard. We've moved yard 5 times as we've grown, so that's always a big challenge in itself. That takes a lot of time.
5 times, yeah.
Yeah, 5 times, yeah, since we launched Small Loads in 2001.
How is social media been for you, Ollie? And how good has it been? How important is social media for you guys as a business?
Social media is massive for us, because especially now we've got the gardens, and we always try to inspire people. We don't jump on people to sell products. It's just to come down and inspire them. And for us, we want to get that across on our social media. So that, it's very important. We produce all our own content. We have Corker TV, and I love all that. I'm very tapped into all that. I'm obviously only 29, and I'm constantly watching content on YouTube, and so I've got a good eye for that sort of thing.
Yeah, brilliant. Steve Burrows there, he's from Wales. He just said he said in business, you're adapting and adjusting every day to make those decisions, aren't you? What do you think, Just be honest now. What's the most important thing for you to keep your current client base? What's the most important thing that you feel that you have to deliver on a daily basis to maintain your client base? What do you have to do as a business?
Well, I would say reliability, making sure you're going to follow things through and say, when you say you're going to be there, you're going to be there. And for retail, it's like constantly trying to enhance that experience and, wow them basically when they walk through our gates and when they walk in the office, from answering the phone to delivering out on the road, everything that experience has got to, follow all the way through and that service.
Yeah, absolutely. These contractors want to be recognised and they want to be valued, don't they?
Oh, 100%. And we do value people. At the end of the day, it's our customer base and that's got us here where we are today. So, yeah, I know that's number one. We put people before ourselves, and that is number one.
Are you guys working today? Are you open today on a Saturday morning on this wet day?
Yeah. So we're open till 3 o'clock on Saturdays. We're all
3 o'clock
here,
on a Saturday?
Yeah, and we've done that since the day we've launched.
And do you rotate the staff to do the Saturday, you and your brother, or what?
No, not really. I mean, some day, like, I'm finishing literally at 11:30 to go and spend a bit of time with my kids, but other than that, I'm here 6 days a week. We're all here 6 days a week, and I would say that's more of an obsession for the business because we just love what we do, and we're just getting started. We are honestly just getting started.
Well, look, you've got a few comments coming in here. You've got Justin here from Brickwright. He's my friend, actually, Ollie. He's down in Cardiff. His work is second to none. He says, Ollie, you can never stop trying to push your business forward. The moment you stop, you fail. Always thinking on how to do that is key. Steve Burrows says, every day is a challenge. It's how you attack that challenge. Are you met with difficult challenges all every day, or does it run smooth for you?
Oh, no, there's challenges every day. And, that as growing a business or any business owner will always tell you there's challenges every day. Basically, having mistakes and challenges is probably the most rich information data stream there is. And, standing still is basically the only problem you will have. If you get complacent and you stand still and you don't continue to grow, people will overtake you. And I think that's where we're hungry and young enough and to push the business forward over the next 20 years.
No, I think you will without a shadow of a doubt. I've got to ask you another question here as they're coming in thick and fast. Would you let your kids go into your business?
Yeah, 100%. I actually live here on the yard, so I've got a little bungalow down on the yard, and my kids are always at the office and running around the yard, and I wouldn't push them into it. It's at the end of the day, it's their choice on whether they want to come to work with Dad or they want to find their own way, and I'll support them in whatever they want to do. So I'd love
absolutely. Ollie, seriously, people need to see your social media. I love it. It's great. It's fun. It's engaging. It's snappy. It's sharp. It's humorous. It's caring. That's the thing about it. And what it says, Ollie, to me, is that you're bothered to put social media, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it loud, and I'm going to say it quite clear. What you're doing, I can honestly say, is that if I was in charge of, say, someone like Juicens, right, and I looked at and I'm looking at my media department, and then I look at your media department, what you're doing, and the engagement you're having, I think I'd fire my media department there. I'd get rid of them, and I'd employ you definitely in that media element. Because isn't it the case, Ollie? If you don't make a noise, you're not going to make a sale, are you?
No, exactly. And what we try and do is, like I said at the beginning, is inspire people. We don't try ram products down your throat or shout about discounts or offers and this and that. I mean, we do have them things that go on, but mainly, our priority is creating the best experience one can have when shopping with us, and showing what we're up to, like trying to inspire people, whether that's through doing their garden up or running their own business, or just showing, just showing them what we do.
I just love what you do. Paul Collins says here, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day again. And we got Justin again from Brickwright Building and Landscaping in Cardiff. He says, Fraser, my son, works with me. It's hard being a dad and a boss. Almost impossible, but rewarding it as well. So, you guys were your dad, and some of the videos you've done with your staff and your dad. I tell you what, I think the thing is, I think if you were a local contractor there, you just want to go in and have a look, and I think I want to be in there. You'd want to get rid of me because I'd be in there talking to you all day. It'd be no good me having in there. Look, listen on. You actually deliver across the country, don't you? You've got products that you would probably deliver if people were looking for them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we can. The main stuff we send across the country is our bulk bags of topsoil. We do some really high quality horticultural products. We send a lot of paving out on pallets, sandstone, limestones, porcelain, and as especially over the next 3 years, we've got aggressive plans to scale the business up and try to expand our delivery area. So we've got big plans, and hopefully we can start to provide our service in new locations.
Just a question: how are you fixed for product? Are you getting product in? Are you having it delivered, or is it coming in? Is things moving on?
Yeah, so I mean, we've had to make some big investments this year. So in May, we took in a lot of stock of the stone to last us like a 3 or 4 month period, because we knew if we could take that stock on, keep our prices down while the shipping sort of calms down or whatever it does, and we've just done the same again for the next 3 or 4 months. We're trying to keep our products down. Instead of bringing in loads every month, you're having a price increase. We're taking a big load for the next 4 months to see what happens.
Right, okay, and that's good. And so you're trying to regulate your prices, trying to sort of not pass the increases onto your client base, and you're going to start retaining your client base as a result, because it's loyalty, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we will always try to swerve a price increase if we can, and passing it on, and doing things like this. We're not putting it up every month, but I would say people are starting to take the mickey a bit with the price increases.
Yeah,
and and using it as excuses. So,
but Ollie,
who knows where we're going to be?
People are going to remember that, aren't they? They're going to remember that.
Exactly, yeah. We that's that coming back to treating people how we would want to be treated. We don't take the piss, basically. We're just upfront and honest.
Ollie, who have you got working with you there today in total, the staff? We want to give a big shout out to those guys and girls working with you. Don't forget to say hello to your mum and dad, but who have you got working with you today?
So in the office right now, I've got Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob, he's amazing. He deals with all our online stuff and sales, and he's just moving himself into more of a procurement role. We've got young Alfie in the office who's in operations. He's also does a bit of sales, but he basically controls a lot of stuff that moves out in the yard and in the office.
Okay.
We got Deb, who's front of house, talking to customers, showing them around the show area.
Is she good? Is she good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. She's been with us for 10, 15 years.
Okay.
We've got Yuri out in the yard. Henry, Luke. My Auntie Sheila's here today.
Auntie Sheila. Say hello to Auntie Sheila.
She does all our finance.
Right, okay. Well, just tell Auntie Sheila she'll be live on YouTube, and people know who she is. She does the finance. Auntie Sheila there down in Corker's doing the finance, and if she's anything like you, Ollie, she must be very dapper, without a shadow of doubt.
Oh, she is. She gives us a telling off now and then.
Good. So she should. Look, I gotta say, there's a few more questions. A lot of people coming back, and I'm going to read what Justin. There was a lot more comments. I can't read them all, but Justin's just said, now, I've had local merchants usually taking the mick with prices. It's greed, and I'll remember that. And it's those who do this that will show the market and consumer base in wanting to buy products. It's greed. So you got your point over there, I think, Justin. Absolutely 100%. And we got to show loyalty, Ollie, to our client base who we've got on board. Look, it's been great having you on here, and I want to do another one with you maybe in a month's time. But the most important thing, it'd be great to come down and see what you're doing there, Ollie, because these people need to see. I think merchants and contractors and consumers are going to be blown away by not just what you guys are doing there, but the whole ethos of your attitude within your company.
No, I really appreciate it. Honestly, I really appreciate your support and bringing me on here. So, thanks everyone for listening.
No,
and, thanks Johnny for inviting us on.
No problem.
Really appreciate it.
Can we just get? Can we give a big shout? Can you just do a shout out on your website, your Instagram, and your any other your social medias? Can you just let us know where you are, and just so people, and we can share those links then later on in this description of this video. So go ahead, fire away.
Yeah, sure. So based in Tunbridge Wells, Kent, and our website is Corker, corker.co.uk. And our social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube is Corker UK. So CORKER UK.
Corker UK.
Thanks everyone.
All right, no problem at all. So if you're looking and you want to go and have a look at what these guys doing, and you really need to get on there and have a look at their social media, because it's done with, it's light art, it's fun, and I think industry, not just this our industry in general, they can learn from what you guys are doing. It's you're a marketing machine, mate. Honest to God, it's fantastic stuff. Thanks for joining us this morning, and don't forget mine to send me some donuts for supporting you this morning.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, have a lovely weekend, everyone.
All right, bud. You take care. Thanks. Take care, bud. Bye, Ollie.
You too, mate. Bye.
Well, there you are. That was Ollie from Corker's down there. Just get on their Instagram, Corker's UK. It's on Twitter as well. Get on there. Yeah, yes, Steve. He's a top bloke. And thanks for all your comments with Ollie being on here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to speak to Ryan. Ryan's a couple of months ago had a new baby, Isabel, and maybe we'll get Ryan again. We will be doing something in the week, but going back to Ollie, it was great having him on here. Family run business, and it's a family in the sense that everybody on board down there they all work well together. They really do, and it's amazing what they've done there with their little display areas. Honest, they're top notch. You've never seen nothing like it. It's absolutely amazing. It'd be good to sort of if anybody could have shared their links on here now, that would have been great to actually have seen. It's a shame. It's a shame that you couldn't see it. But get on there. It's Corker UK on Instagram and Twitter. You can go to their website, which is www.corker, corker.co.uk. Go on there and have a look. Family run business in the biggest sense of the word when it comes to their staff as well. Absolutely fantastic stuff. There we are. It looks like someone's outside doing something. It's absolutely pouring down this morning. It's 52 minutes now since we've been going. Thanks for joining Saturday Morning Live. If you've got anything else that you'd like to say, I want to know now, because my head's absolutely buzzing now. I've really enjoyed this live stream this morning. Tracy says maybe a video of the premises and gardens from you, John, would be good. Well, absolutely, Trace. Honest, Trace, if you've seen what they've done there, it's absolutely amazing. When you go down there and you're just looking at all the small little units, and you see the staff running around, they've all got a smile on the face, even when it's raining, even when they're up against it. It's great to see, and their whole work ethics and their ethos and their attitude is absolutely second to none. And that's why it was important to have them on here. Andrew Ashford says, I used a brush in grout this week, used all the water, and it's left a bit of a mark near the joints. Keep fingers crossed it weathers off. Andrew, all we have to do is just give it a good wash and maybe seal it after, because if you seal it, sometimes if you seal it, you get a bit of a continuity in colour. So more than happy to talk. It's so important that, listen, if anybody's out there, before you grow any patios, just give me a ring. Just give me a ring. We'll talk about it. It doesn't matter if you're using another product. And what we can also arrange is maybe what we should be doing on here is, it doesn't matter what product you're actually using, what grading system you're actually using. It doesn't matter how many times that you're using it, right? Let's phone up the supplier. Let's find out about their product and how you should install their products, and what it says on the tin. I think that's the most important thing to do. It's almost like a checklist, isn't it? Give them a ring. They should answer the phone. They will answer the phone. And that's why I work with people like Aspects, like, with Easy Grow and the Easy Prime, because they're a good company and you can talk to them. There's always somebody available. Okay, that's the beauty. That's the companies that you want to work with. Even if you thought there was a better product out there and you've got a problem and you can't speak to them, that product doesn't mean nothing, does it really? I'm not going to swear. Perfect, thanks. Andrew Ashford, no problem at all. Is the Mapai Ultra Color a slurry grade? No, it's not. It's a top feeder, I believe, Trace. So you feed from the top, you push it down. That's the difference with a slurry grade. If you're laying paving and you've got those little voids underneath, which you shouldn't have, but it does happen. It doesn't matter how good you are as a paver, it does happen. So the slurry goes down and fills oil. You may use a little bit more up, but the most important thing is just to localize it and don't try and use too much. And sort of, as it starts to dry, then clean. Think about the weather. Think about the weather. You don't want it cooking. I've had it once where it was a little bit dodgy, but it worked. Let's have a look now. Corker TV. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you inviting us on, Johnny. No problem at all. Hey, look at me. I've just got my glasses on. I realised I got to get rid of this. I got to get rid of it. I'm showing you all the grey ones here now at the moment. Corkers, yeah, speak to Ollie if there's anything you want. I know that they were doing some hardwood sleepers the other day, and I think they can get them across the country if anybody's short of product. Ollie, if you are watching at the moment, right, just put some of your links on here now. It'd be good to actually see. Dan Wood says, would using a mortar gun with a grate nozzle make grating a patio cleaner? Yeah, it does. I think the thing is, Dan, is the time involved getting the grate into the mortar gun and then getting out, and it depends how fast it actually goes off. And some of these products are they're rapid hardeners, they go off a little bit quicker, but you can use a piping bag and they're very easy to load. Yeah, a piping bag. There are piping bags that you use in like cooking that you can get the piping bags for the industry, and they used to use them on the mortar, on the brickwork when they were regrouting. Lee Andy says, great live today. Lee, it's only great when you guys join, and it's great when you join, mate. It'd be good to speak. I felt really bad this week that we never phoned you, Lee, because you are definitely a part of my life at the moment, and it'll never change. So I really, really appreciate that. It's absolutely hammering down this morning. We're nearly hitting that hour mark, and which is great, because it just goes to show that we've had plenty to talk about. We've had plenty of content. We've had 30 likes. We've had to 40 live viewers at that point. Everybody is interacting with everybody. Everybody is supporting each other. You just seen the other day where, as we said, John Ward going out to helping Dan Words on there. The Spanish father-in-law loves to make a job easier. That was his question. He even said a ping bag. Yeah, absolutely. It's great having Dan's father-in-law involved then, because they are from Spain. And I know they lived in Mallorca as well. So it's good to get their input on this. And maybe we'll get a Spanish or maybe a German or a French landscape contractor or designer on a live stream at some point. It'd be great when I can actually start being able to get somebody up on here as well, inviting guests as well. Love you too, Lee. How's the dogs today? Our Lee is a dog lover, and it's always great to talk to Lee. He's a great guy, and I feel a massive affinity with him. Just to let you know, regardless of the weather, Lee and I are going to be walking all the way to Manchester with a Avant wheelbarrow, and we're going to be doing it this year. It's going to happen. I've been putting it off for a while because we wanted to sort of let things calm down, and they have now with some of the COVID stuff. Fingers crossed. Be safe is so important. So we will be walking to Manchester, pushing that wheelbarrow. I will be getting Rob Fryer and Kurum Chowdhury your blades out very, very soon. But don't forget, Ruby are giving away that DX 250, the Expert, the DC 250 Expert. 1550 is the new saw. You've seen the little view on it the other day. If you need one and you want one, give me a shout, because I might be able to direct you and we can get one on ordered for you, but you need to let me know ASAP as soon as possible. So if you're looking for one, not that I want to start selling them, maybe we can start getting them through another source for you, because it takes up a lot of work. If anybody wants a sticker, a landscape and survival sticker, we'll be able to get those. So we've got the stickers in there if anybody's looking for those. If you're looking for a hoodie or a t-shirt, just let us know. You're probably going to have to pay for these, but we'll be able to get you a sticker. There you are. That's the landscape and survival with Johnny Boy, and that's what it's all about. You can get one of those out. You can get a sticker to put on your van, and we'll be doing these in pink as well soon. So Alison doesn't know it yet, but we will be getting in pink, because it's so important that we embrace the other arts, the female community as well, because there are some fantastic landscaper, horticulturists, builders, bricklayers, plumbers, you name it, they do it. Women are great. We love them. Andrew Ashford says, great live stream this morning. Thank you, John. No problem at all. Andrew Lee Andy said, yes, here we go. We're walking to Manchester. We're going to be coming up with a date for that soon, but we've got to get this competition for the Ruby Saw out the way soon. J&D Landscapes and Fencing. Thanks, John. Have a nice weekend with the family. Pack your brolly. Great British summer. Yeah, absolutely. 20 seconds off the live stream. Richard Bailey says, Johnny, going back to what you said earlier, you should move into training, etc. I pay to have you with me for a day to learn for your experience. Rich, I'd love to spend a day with you, to do a vlog with you, and I'd be more than happy to give you the first day. No problem at all. Hey, thank you, Rich. If you want to give me a call after that, that's no problem at all. Doesn't matter where you are in the country, where you're from, what you look like, whatever you are, okay? You can be from Mars. I'm here, I'm available, I'll talk to you anytime. We're on the hour, that's it. Thanks very much, thanks for joining. The most important thing is, if you can't say anything nice, don't say it at all. There's plenty of keyboard warriors out there. Have a great weekend, thanks for joining, really enjoyed it. See you soon, bye-bye.